24 hours later, after it was translated into Spanish and published online, I was contacted by the Attorney General's office of Guatemala, asking if I'd come to Guatemala to talk about the issues of the children being kidnapped and trafficked out of Guatemala. That led me down the rabbit hole of looking into how many children have arrived at our border that came from Guatemala, and I was absolutely shocked to find out that out of that 452,000, about 42 to 48%, or around 190,052 children alone, came from one country, and that country is Guatemala, with a population size of 15 million. That's roughly 1% of their entire population has up and vanished over the last 4 years. That is roughly 3% of their entire child population over a 4-year period just vanished and arrived at our border somehow.
Man, that is. Hold on, let me put this. Okay, yeah. So that is that is insane. Like how our government was able to pull that off. Like because they have to somebody. I mean, just backtracking and thinking and putting myself in the shoes of the perpetrator. You have to coordinate extracting those kids out of Guatemala somehow, funnel them through the border, and basically transported them to United States. And do we ever find out what those kids were actually kidnapped or they were missing? Do you find out any information on how those kids just like vanished? They just like basically vanished from Guatemala.
So that's a great question, Julio, because when I was contacted by the Attorney General's office, this was like 5 days after the documentary just released, right? And I'm self-funding these out of my own pocket. So I pay about $25,000, give or take, to produce a documentary. So by the time that it releases, I'm in and I give it away for free. So I just put my donation links in there. So I'm out a big chunk of money by the time that that film actually rolls out. So when it rolled out, the Attorney General called me, or her office called me, and they asked if I could come down like immediately. And I was like, listen, guys, like I'm super tight on money. I just put out this film. Like, give me like a week or so. I'm actually coming down there. They called me on this was like January. This was like November 30th, give or take, of 2024. I ended up going to Guatemala like December 2nd or December 5th or something like that. So I ended up going right after